Going on YouTube? Welcome to another episode of Jersey Digs. Chris the Silver Sniffer here. Hope you enjoy the watch. It's midweek, nice weather, and so I figured I'd take us to the beach. The grounds are still frozen elsewhere, so I am limited to the beach probably for the next handful of weeks. We are getting a nice warm episode, but outside of that, I'm gonna dig some holes, and I'll see you on the first. First signal on deck. 46. I've always had some luck at this beach. For some reason, there's like never anybody here, but I've pulled necklaces and rings and all fun stuff in the past. This might be a dime. Alright, so first one was a 1966 dime. Almost on the silver first dig. Next one. Alright, next signal. Quarter tone. Let's open it up. Found myself a 1967 quarter. This is the second dig, same area. I don't know if it's just, by coincidence, but two 60s coins off the bat gets me a little optimistic that maybe there's a shiny one out here. Sorry, my focus is gone. But cool, next dig. Another quarter, next dig. Alright, on with another hot one. I say nothing's in the wet. Everything's on the upper slope, as per usual with winter beach hunting. But that sounds good. Maybe I'll get my first penny today. Actually, I think I might see it there. Anyone see that? What do we got? I got... what is this? A thingy-majigger. I don't think it's anything special, but it sounded like a penny. Okay, cool. Next dig. Got a number? When I'm on it right, a solid 11. Let it be another penny. If it's another penny, I'm going home. Alright, open it up. Just a thin piece of aluminum, but you gotta dig those low tones. At one point, maybe every 1 in 500 will be something golden. Next dig. First relatively stable low tone. Open it up. Found myself some Jeff, so I made the cycle. I did find a crusty penny. Okay, cool. Next dig. Alright, so I came to this area where that's showing. This was not showing over the summer. So 48, 49. I kind of like it because it's not exactly a dime tone, not exactly a quarter tone. Let's see. So it was a quarter, but look at the coloring on that. It's pretty neat. Look what the water did to it. Anyway, no focus, next dig. 40s tone, open it up. Fishing weight, kind of stuff I'm looking for when hunting the beach. So typically, once I find something like this that's nice and heavy, I'm under the impression that it's washed up. So now I got myself some surf to view. Don't mind this lady here, she's very interested in what I'm doing. So I'm gonna spin around this for a little while and see what comes out. All right, on one, up in the dry. I was just having a conversation with a dude for like 15 minutes. He's telling me how to detect. He used to run an old whites detector, so shout out to that guy. But I got a 20s here. I'm in the dry. I'm gonna dig it out. Good sounding junk. Next dig. So I'm walking around, not finding much, but I noticed there's one and two boats. For any viewers really interested in what's going on with the boats from my last beach hunt video when it was freezing cold, I'm under the impression they're prepping for some type of replenishment project. Now, vapey stuff. Next! Got that. Sounds kind of big. Probably start walking back. I got a lot of ground to cover. I made it probably just a few hundred feet past that eroded pipe thing. But I'll open this up. Well, it was big. Next dig. Alright, we got ourselves a 45. Open it up. Super green penny to replace my crusty green penny. Good sign though. Shows it's been here for a bit. Nope, it's on the ground. There it is. I'll pick it up. Next dig. All right. Quarter tone. Pretty close to the wet, so it's a step in the right direction. I'll dig it out. Alright, there's George for you. Again, been out here a long bit. It's stuff I like to see. Look, the reeded edge is completely deteriorated. Next dig. May have found myself a bit of a patch here. There was my quarter. And there's that tone. Get it out. El Lincoln. Next dig. Alright. Deep 40s tone. So always just good note. Whenever you do get on a signal, it's always worthwhile to kind of like spin around the signal in circles. It'll really help you pull up some more stuff. But let's open this up. Dimmy. Next dig. On with another one. I will say the little spin around tactic's working. I pulled out a couple more coins. There we go, 45, 46, maybe a dime, maybe a penny. Open it up. More dimes. I gotta say, for a beach that's not a tourist beach and no boardwalk too close nearby, It's doing well. It's doing well. I got a ways to walk back, so I probably got another hour or so of detecting and swinging. See what comes out. All right, same patch, different signal. 45. More old coins, old dime. I think I see a 6 on there. Obviously not silver, but giving me hope. Giving me hope. Next dig. It's always when you least expect it, folks. Just keep that in mind. Looks like I have myself a chain here. This would be my 3rd chain for 2024. I don't know what's going on with the legend, but it seems to really like them. But it was a super choppy, low 20s, mid 30s tone. And that's black. I'd be willing to bet that's silver. Pretty hefty, maybe about 18 grams. I'll have to weigh it when I get home, see how accurate I am. I like doing that. I like testing myself, but man, the silver streak doesn't stop. The Silver Sniffer strikes again. I'll clean it up and try to get a better look at it. All right, so chain update. It is silver. The class says 925. I think I cracked it in half because I just looked in the hole here and I have some more sticking out of the hole. There we go. I'll have to triple check the hole, so double check your holes, folks. Probably knit again another 1 ounce silver chain, 2 for 2024. And look at all the targets I'm digging. Just a super rich patch out of the blue. Oh, I'm ecstatic. It's a beautiful day, folks. All right, now that I'm no longer excited, 50, still working the same patch of sand. Open it up. More George. Man, the excitement of a George is just not doing it after that chain. Now I just need some gold for 2024. It would be great to get it in the first month. All right, next dig. So I don't know if this is a signal or not, but I'm getting a chirp on it. It rings up mostly 30s. This happened before, so I'm gonna try it, but there may be nothing at the end. Just a screw, and that's the metaphor for metal detecting. You're screwed 99% of the time, but there is 1% of the time where you get something cool. Nice waves. Next dig. Alright, so I normally don't record every tone, but now I'm going to after that chain because, gosh, I am tired of you folks thinking that I'm lying about all my good signals. So we got a high 50s here. Let's see. Just a regular George. I'm really shocked by how much changes here. I'm telling you, this is not a touristy beach. This is like residential homes. It's so funny. Every time I come here, it's always some jewelry, some coins. Every now and again you get skunked, but when you leave it alone for a little while, it's crazy how it replenishes over here. Next dig. All right. 45, 46, let's get it. Just a dime. Next, you know what. More fishing weights. Good sign. Really good sign. I'm gonna keep at it. On it. So this is how my chain was ringing up, by the way. And I was like, this is gonna be poopy, so I'm not gonna miss another chain. I'll dig it out. No chain, just probably my 10th tent stake of the day. Next dig. All right. Got a low Tony in the wet. Jumpy. Let's open it up. All right, so once it was out of the plug, it was ringing a 21, and I think I see, let me get your focus here. I think I have a little jewelry. Is it gonna be anything fun? It's a butterfly, and I'm happy to have my jewelry butterfly, but that clasp looks a little funky in the camera. So close yet so far. I'll give it a good look over. I'm leaning toward nothing precious, but if it is, that would make a great day. Let's see. So update, non-precious, just a butterfly. Next dig. On it with a deep quarter tone, right by the wash. Get it out. There it is, and I don't often say it about quarters, but I'm gonna go ahead and say unspendable. This thing's pretty beat. Probably break in half before I get home. Next dig. Got myself a sus low tone. Sounds funky. Deep, right by the water. I'll get it out. Busted nickel. So boat update. Let me not get my feet wet. There's 2 boats now, and they got even closer to each other. Next dig. More signals. I know I sound like I'm bummed out, but I really am trying to leave. And guys, that tunnel thing that I showed you earlier on, it's still like at least 400 feet away. I'll dig it out. Dime. Next dig. Tide's coming in, so I'm gonna work the low for as long as I can, because I avoided it initially because it wasn't paying off, but it just goes to show that the signals come in patches. Next dig. 44. Yo abre. Sorry, my Spanish isn't good. Open it up. Penny, next. All right. I have a weird one. It doesn't seem to really want it, but I'm gonna open it up. 40s, 30s, somewhere around there. Just a nail. Super deep though. So go legend. Next dig. All right, zoom you out. A little choppy, 20s tone, 30s tone, right by the waters. Cut that out. I'll open it up. This will probably be my last one, so open it up. Nail. So that's gonna be the way I'm gonna wrap it up. Give you one more view of the beautiful Jersey shore with this pipe thing sticking into it. That's Jersey in a nutshell right there. If there's a next dig, there's a next dig, but I think I will see you at the wrap up. Maybe a continuance, all depends what the weather does this week. Alright everyone, it's a few days later. Welcome to the wrap up. I will keep it short and sweet for you. I found my typical cup of trash. I found some ocean goodies, including one piece of sea glass. I found $2, $25, $70, we'll call it $3.07 and change. I didn't film the key here. The key was on a different episode. I was going to include it in this, but I decided not to. Me and Pull-Tab went back to the same spot and didn't find much in the way of anything except for this key here. I found multiple fishing weights, and we'll get right to the cream of the crop, the jewelry. So first things first, let's see if I can get you a focus on this. There you are. So I have my silver chain. I did clean it, and I must say it did clean up pretty well. These types of chains, they are pretty much darker in nature to begin with, so that did clean up well. I did find this butterfly pendant in the wet, and it's nothing special, but I figured I would show it here on the wrap-up. And I do want to show you folks the how much this chain weighs. So I did say it weighed an ounce in the video, and shame on me. I'm getting there, folks. Sometimes I'm good at this, sometimes I'm not, but I will show you, just for being honest, for the tube, I have 13.75 grams of silver here. So outside of that, this is probably, hopefully, one of my last beach hunts. I'm hoping the grounds stay unfrozen for the rest of the winter here. Tomorrow, me and Pull-Tab have plans of going out and hitting some spots. Some that I have hit before and we just keep finding targets at. So we want to keep going back, and also some new spots, hopefully. So outside of that, I thank you all for watching, and tune into the next dig. Happy hunting, everyone.